Something very unusual is happening around the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. And this is something that I believe his handlers will pay attention to, and probably they will try to find out what exactly is causing it. Today, he held a rally in Mukurweini, and apparently, the crowds from Mount Kenya that were milling around his car are actually shrinking. And the reception in Nyeri today must be very worrying. In fact, the DP held one of the shortest political rallies in Mount Kenya. He was forced to end the rally, get back to his car, and head directly to Madina residence. The Deputy President was in Nyeri, specifically Mukurweini, and I just want to get the post. He was in Mukurweini today, and he shared, "This evening, I joined the immediate and extended family, relatives, and friends of former Mukurweini MP, Honorable Anthony Githiaka Kiai, at their rural home in Gikondi village, Nyeri County, for a memorial service following the untimely passing of their daughter Elizabeth Muthoni. We join the people of Mukurweini in prayers for the Lord to console and comfort the family of my good friend to bear with him with this loss. May soul of Elizabeth rest in eternal peace." And he was there, accompanied by, if you can see here, the only leaders who are present here was actually the Nyeri governor, Mutahi Kahiga. And the deputy is also there, and some clergy. But all the other leaders, for the first time, he was attending an event, and is not carrying along the other leaders even from Nyeri. That is not normally the rule. So you will realize that even the Mount Kenya team, MPs that do normally coalesce around the Deputy President, are no longer strong around him. And that list is actually reducing. So this event went late into the evening, and immediately, and this is the attendance, all the other people that were there. So after he left this, the convoy drove straight to Mukurweini. And there, of course, as the norm, he was to hold a rally, an impromptu rally. Now, this is the impromptu rally. It's the shortest rally that took 6 minutes. And I wanted to look at, he's trying to say, he's speaking Kikuyu. I've tried to get some few highlights of the speech there. And you will find out how the people are interacting and the hype around it. Remember, this is coming at a time when he's been complaining about some issues in UDA. Can you listen to, can you just have keen interest on this?
Ugetuhe kura twina president juga ni mwatu wikire wega muno makiria mugituhoera mugituhe kura mugitutua thamaki na no nyende njoe mweke ucio umuthi uyu ndi gugikodi juga andu agikodi kuma ngoro yakwa thini amukirai ngatho ciakwa twakenire muno na twina wira turaruta guku Mukurweini wa gucariria kahua thoko njega nigetha ona inyu mwikire kindu muhuko. Murimi wa kahua ni ahatikirikite thiku nyingi muno ni undu wa broker iria cie gatagati ka murimi na munyi wa kahua. Society cianyu ciina mathire na ni tutindikite twina president mathire macio ma society mothe ona moherwo nigetha mwanjiririe guikara mutari na mathire. Kwe bara turatindika guku na mweshimu wakagucia no horo wa mai na no tuguthie na mbere na tukitindikaga ona gutuika economy ya bururi ni rikoretwo na mathina maingi no maundu ni marathie makiagagira na kwoguo no tuguthie na mbere na kumurutira wira na kumwishiria ngirikia tondi kwenda kwaria muno njuge ni muraigua ngihunjia urumwe wa nyumba ino itu ni muiguite hau niho muri tondu nyumba ino itu ya Gikuyu na Mumbi andu aya Embu na Meru na Gikuyu tungiaga kunyitana no tuone mathina uingi witu na urumwe witu niguo hinya witu. O uria andu aria angi nduriri ingi iranyitana, ona ithuĩ tunyitane twarie kimwe, tondu tungiaria kimwe ni turihotaga kumutahira keki ya Kenya gitinio tukamurengera gicunji kiria kiiganaine na wingi wanyu. Koguo ngwenda kwira andu aitu othe, atongoria na ikaria guku, tunyitane, twendane, tuiguanire tha na tutikae gukarwa ka kuhurithanio, tondu muthenya uria tukagayukana tukanyagio ta mai matheru. Rekei twendane na mumenye urumwe witu niguo hinya witu, na ni uguo niguo ndirahunjia. Hau niho muri inyue? Na atongoria matuteithie kuhunjia urumwe. Na njokerie gavana Mutahi wa Kahiga ngatho, yo ni njamba ya ruriri, ni araria mwario uria wi guku ground, na niguo ndirera atongoria othe, mutongoria wothe athikiririe ground uria irauga. Wenda kumenya uria andu a Mukurweini marauga, uke umathikiririe uria marauga, ukauga guo, tondu acio ni wathungu aku. Nie thikiririe Gikuyu, ngathikiriria Embu na Meru, ngathikiriria makanjira turenda urumwe wa kirima, makanjira turenda mbeca igayo na wingi wa andu. Uguo niguo murauga? Na tuikare tunyitanite niguo tutikae kugayo niguo. MC wa itura riri mumui ni arageria ukahogeiria andu. MC wapi microphone ingine?
Nitukunyitanira tuhunjie urumwe, no he handu twamuhoya wega atue mweritu andu aria athure thiini wa guku Mount Kenya ahana nererereka atutigire nitukuduru nake githiti hega, tondu no nginya tuikare twi kindu kimwe. Nitwamwira atuteithiririe horo wigie barabara nigetha ihote gukinyanira, na nitwamwira horo wa mai, na nitwini gututeithia. No ni acoka atwira bange muthenya na kaundu ndimwite guku Gikondi ateguka macakaya. Hau ni hega? Rigiji we welcome muno, na andu aya ni makenetio niwe na ni makwendete. Thank you.
Asante sana, ni wega muno. Ni andu igana makenete ni kuona Rigiji, ni igana meteketie no ni njamba ya ruriri, turugame nake wa kumuhutia akamenya Kirinyaga no giki atia, ati Kirinyaga no giki atia, kura citu irugamirirwo no. Na nikio tungienda kwira bururi uyu ututhikiriirie muthenya Barigichi, ithue twethureire andu aya na kwenda, na twamathurire manyitane maturutire wira, na koguo angikorwo ni twararaga nja iguru riao tukegiginyana nigetha mahote kuona ite, ona ithue riria twagikinya gwitia barabara tutikiheo githe tiguo. Na koguo nitukwenda gucokia ngatho cia mwanya kuri deputy president witu. Ti atongoria ingi mangiumwo Nairobi atiokete guku Gikondi guka ni undu wa gucakaya, kana tiguo? Na nikio ndimwiraga ire Gikuyu itithike. Koguo mundu ugunda guturehera itheru ithue turi county ya Nyeri, tumuririkanie guku nikuo mau yaumite, na ithue turi matigari githe tiguo. Koguo ithue wira itu ni kurugama na haki, na turamenya wega deputy president niwe urateithia president wira, na wira ucio wa kahwari naguo ni ugututeithia ithu andu a Mukurweini na kuria kungi. Niguo andu aitu ni muri hoyagira Rigiji, warikia kwihoera ukahoera u na ni ukanjikio ho.
Some few things Rigathi is talking about is about 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote, that he supports 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. He's also talking about the unity of the country, that leaders should unite to defend the country, and that he's going to defend the people to make sure that the mountain is united. Calling other leaders that are against this to make sure they can change their ways and support that cause. So he is pushing an agenda. And if you look at, by the time Melissa, by then that meeting was cut short and it ended prematurely and it drove very fast and went. It was one of the most boring one. I want to believe that even someone might have advised that let's end this and go. This is not even necessary. I know it was impromptu, but the DP was not very far from that place. It was around that place, and already the people knew that the deputy president was coming. It's coming at a time when the DP has been selling a narrative of sympathy, that I've been denied chopper, sponsoring stories in the media, I've been denied chopper, my house, my office expenditure or funds have also been slashed. There have been a lot of crybaby stories. I'm supposed to be the deputy party leader of UDA, that has also been declined. So many other things are happening around the deputy president. And what would you expect? You will expect some sympathy. But the people are not tagging along. They're not buying his side of the story. And this is something that clearly should worry the DP, because these are, as a leader, when you are facing challenges, this is the place you head to. And remember, Nyeri is his home ground. He's there with the Nyeri governor. And Nyeri governor is from that place. I want to believe it was not really new. Not that they didn't know Rigathi Gachagua was going there. They knew very well that Rigathi is going in that place. But all that could not hold. I would want to compare that with the day Rigathi was heading to, he was holding some impromptu rally. He's been attracting crowds. Yes. If you look at these photos, Rigathi has been attracting crowds in Mount Kenya. And he's the only leader who has been talking probably in Mount Kenya. The rest have been talking in the other parts of the country. So as you can see, the crowds are shrinking. So I want to explain that. But before I get more into that, I want to humbly request you to subscribe to our channel. And also, if you're moving your services, you want to move your office treasures, or remove something from maybe some few things from this town to up country, then you need to work with the reliable, affordable, and the best company. And that is why I recommend to you Topmark Movers. Topmark Movers are the best in when to move your office items from one place to the other. You need to work with people who are reliable and will make sure that the safety of your of the things of your the safety of your staff, of the things you're moving to up country, is actually guaranteed. You can contact them here. The number is 0719 17 43 93. 0717 19 17 43 93. And also, thank you very much. I have received some clothing. This is a donation from Mama Grace, one of our subscribers from Siaya. I thank you really for that support. Oh, I'm saying this is as if naiona. Yeah, I've already received it in Nairobi. I'll be going back to Mukuru Koruben on Saturday to deliver clothing. I think also have someone. There's also someone from Atiriva. I'll plan on how we can pick them. And also, if you're within Nairobi, you want to send something, izi manguo, tutapeleka on Saturday. You can also get to me and I'll plan on how we can collect them. Now, this is supposed to help those who are affected by the floods and demolitions. This is the reason why Rigathi is facing a nightmare to sell his story. Mount Kenya media are not buying his story. And the Mount Kenya media is selling the two-sided story. If you look at majority of those stations, they are owned by Kikuyu moguls, the people that call the shots in Kikuyu land. Rigathi Gachagua's story in Mount Kenya is clear. He's saying, let us unite and let us name and shame those who are against the community. And in that unity, he's saying, just like the other regions are uniting, let us unite so that we can fight for the interest of us. And number two, he's talking about 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. Those two, and the other one is forgiving Uhuru Kenyatta to forgive me. Now that one they are saying, and I want to tell you that one they are capturing, but I want to tell you why the other two are not, the media are not telling that story, because Rigathi Gachagua is facing many enemies. there. And there is a two-sided story. On the other end, the government and Ruto team are saying you are talking about tribalism. So when the two sides say it doesn't come out. And in fact, for the public, I've always asked, what is this unity? By the way, on those sides, what is this unity? Because you cannot go to Wanjiku and ask Wanjiku, what are the dividends of unity? We have been united. Just like we just differed the other day. But all along, we have been eating from the same pot. People cannot attribute their success or any significant change in their community to the unity. So that is why that story is not bought. And in fact, to what extent? You know, it's also good to say unity if, let's unite. But as you say unite, you're just alone. The unity call will only make sense with the rest. That's problem number one. Number two, the silence of Uhuru Kenyatta on Rigathi's call is really causing a lot of problems. Imagine what can really save Rigathi. You know, on one side you're saying you are regretting that we told the country, we told our people to vote for the president. On one side you're regretting. But on the other side, you are not really selling. You're asking the former president Uhuru Kenyatta to forgive you. But Uhuru has kept quiet. Uhuru has kept his cool. And the fact that Uhuru is quiet is making Rigathi is talking alone. Not Uhuru Kenyatta is not responding to him. And the same silence is also on William Ruto. But the other person that will engage, you know, William Ruto is saying all manner of things outside Mount Kenya. But that silence has put Rigathi in a very difficult space because no one seemed to be buying. Number three, Rigathi is saying everything wrong with disunity. He's saying everything wrong about MPs that are aligned to William Ruto. But the message they're taking to the people does not resonate. Why? Wanjiku's worry is, why did we buy fake fertilizer? Wanjiku's worry is the current finance bill. So what has been packaged and what Rigathi Gachagua and the team packages as a problem for Mount Kenya is not their problem. Wanjiku's worry, and the things Rigathi, and I want to say, the things Rigathi should talk about, and that should be his last line of defense. I wish he buys that. As we talk currently, the president is slashing fees, is slashing capitation to universities, and that help. The problem is the president's thinking about reducing money for our school feeding children. I want to play for you a video of one MP from, is it Gatanga? Gatanga MP was speaking about this issue of food. Now, the discussion in this country is about the finance bill. That is the discussion in this country. Any other thing is a spin. and I wish we get it. Any other discussion we are having is a spin. What this country worries about is the finance bill. And so Rigathi and the team are not talking about the things that really worry to Mwananchi. No one cares about that unity because no one puts that unity on the table. That unity, no one eats it. So no one puts it. And that's why the problem is facing a lot of mess. Number three, Kikuyu isolation narrative is creating fear. Ruto has sent MPs, and including Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru, to tell Mount Kenya that we are going back to 2007. You know, if there is something that this country needs is peace. Everyone is reconciling with the truth that we just need peace. Of everything, politicians can say anything they want, but what this country needs is peace. And I wanted to think of the layman down there on ground. When he or she listens to that, he feels, oh, I'm not safe, I'm not safe, And what that causes is that fear. So Kikuyu isolation narrative is deep. That we are going back to 2007. Some of us were killed. And people remember those things. So, and you know, they also feel, okay, so when we also differ with William Ruto, if you don't support William, what can happen? Those things, already there is a fear being created. Number 3, these leaders that are countering Rigathi are really spoiling the show for him. Yes. Ruto has unleashed everyone unleashable on Rigathi. Every weapon has been unleashed on Rigathi Gachagua. And that's why his crowds are going low, very low, and they are reducing. It would be easy, and I would be saying it would be very easy for him to get his way. But before you know, there is something that Limuru 3 guys are doing. They are heading to Murang'a. The Limuru 3 is heading to Murang'a on 11th. Is it 11th or 10th? They're talking about the issues of economy. Now, that is what is going to eclipse the ground. And before the Rigathi team knows, it will be too late. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my take. I see it. That rally really ended prematurely, and Rigathi had just to get back to his car and leave. Thank you.